Morning everybody, Todd from GreatEscapeFarms.com here. I have a video I'm putting together on my sheep mulching project here. You can see this is the state that I left it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not going to actually do any more on it here as far as the sheep mulching itself. Got about a quarter of it, or about a third of it back there that I'm not going to get to. All I'm going to do with that is cover it up and tarp it. What I am going to do is mark off paths here, so I only walk in certain areas and compact it down. And I'm going to take this design, let me get in as close as I can here. You can see there's a blue path coming up the center, and then a bunch of kind of camel colored paths running off to each side there. And then to kind of the west direction here, I have some larger trees and shrubs I'm going to put in. Those are designed to provide a little bit of shade in the late afternoon and evening on the garden. And then all along on each path here, I'm going to put in some perennial plants, and I actually have those all designated out. I'll give you a close-up of that right now. And each one has got a designated plant. If you can't see these right now, check out GreatEscapeFarms.com blog post I'll put out on this later that I'll list each one. But I have these, they are all perennials, some of them small blueberry bushes. A lot of them over here are herbs, and some other perennials I came across online from edible landscaping companies. So I got lots of different things here to put in. So as I make progress, I will take different videos here. My goal for today is to take my measuring device there and the little labels and mark out each of my paths going out in this direction, and then hopefully get these 70 to 75 plants in the ground that I have. And then if all goes well, I'll get back out next weekend and I'll put in another 25 to 50 plants, and that should pretty much take care of everything here with the perennials. And then what I'll do with my annuals is put the annuals in between the perennials. I'll just hand write those in because those will change from year to year, but the perennials will hopefully come back every year. So that's it for this video. Hopefully I'll be able to get another video this weekend with more information for you. So this is 2 weeks after the first part of this video. Hopefully the wind isn't bothering you too bad here, or hopefully you can hear me over the wind. I have all of my perennials in and a number of the annuals you can see in here. Going across. Right now they look very small, but the annuals will grow quick, and hopefully the perennials will as well. And then I'll end up with individual rows here. So this, actually, let me show a longer row right here. So this is a longer row. I got my plants going to the back. In the very back I have cone flowers there. If you notice, each plant has a tag in front of it. I went out and bought a laminator, and let me see if I can get in here. So what I did is I put in the name of the plant, and then I put in the Latin name, and then the year that it was planted. So everything in here is going to be 2016. I only did that for the perennials. If you notice in the back there's a very small pepper. I don't have anything for that, so none of the annuals have anything. But all of the perennials have tags on them and the year. So everything's 2016 this year. As I go back in further years, and the back part is definitely going to be 2017. I'm not going to do any more planting this year. So that way I know which year it was planted. So back here I just put, it's about a third of the bed I did not get around to, so I put a tarp down. It's a UV rated tarp to totally block out sun and kill any weeds growing back or growing underneath here, so next year will be a little bit easier. So if you recall from a previous video, my big issue here is I ran out of cardboard, and I'm having issues finding a supplier. So I have supply of everything else, and at this point I have too many other things going on in the spring. So even though I probably could find cardboard at this point, I'm gonna collect the cardboard. I'll put it in the garage and save it for next year, or in the fall, and I'll sheet mulch in the fall. So let me see if I can stand back here and get a view from this angle. So this is what we're looking at here. More tags than anything else sticking up right now. Oh, let me show you my little wind turbine here, or whatever it's called. So I was out shopping out with the girls for Mother's Day and ran across this thing. We thought it looked neat, so we went ahead and we got it. Hopefully between the tags blowing in the wind and this thing, it'll help deter the deer a little bit. And if you'll notice, I have a high post on each corner with a birdhouse on it. I'm going to put in a post here in the center, a wooden post, and then I'll put a landscape timber on the outside going up. And what I will do is on the outer perimeter from where I'm at up to 8 feet, I'm going to take this barbed wire and I'm going to go around, and hopefully that'll keep the deer from jumping out. So I definitely have a deer issue here. I also have a lot of rabbits around, so what I'm doing is I'm taking this, it's chicken wire, but it's coated with a green coating, and that way it can go underground for a little while. And I have it in over here on this side, so up about 2 foot. Let's see if I can come in. You can see the chicken over there. So although I don't have it down below, I do. It's about 2 foot high. I actually have it very, it's wire tied right here. I need to trim the ends off here, and it's tacked to the beginning here, and I pulled it, or to the post, and I pulled it tight. And then I had weeded around here. I did that last night. I weeded all the way around. Put with the cardboard that I did have, or I had some more cardboard, I laid it down, and then I put mulch on top of it, and that will make it easier to clean up around here. The chicken wire will prevent rabbits from getting in, and hopefully any other critters. I did find that rabbits actually could get through this 2x4 fencing here. As big as they are, last summer when I was here, I spooked one and it went running right through that fence, and it looked like a huge rabbit, but man, it got right through there, no problem. So the chicken wire will hopefully take care of that. Anyhow, that is it for my perennial garden. I'll give you an update here later in the summer or next year and show you how it's coming along.